Well, there's a new California bill just awaiting the governor's signature, and it would force all publicly traded companies headquartered in that state to add at least one woman to the board of directors. They say it's in an effort to promote workplace equality. Joining me now to discuss, Hadley Heath Manning, president of Independent Women's Forum, policy director, and back with us, Madison Gesiotto. Hadley, let me start with you because I saw also an interesting article in Quartz magazine that suggested that women who buy into these self-help notions and how to get your act together so you can climb the corporate ladder, that they're actually making a mistake, and that what everyone should be trying to do is to blow up the entire system itself, not improve yourself as an individual because you're falling prey or trapped to an establishment that's decidedly anti-women. Are either one of these the right approach, the government mandate or sort of blowing the whole thing up?
Well, women have been making incredible progress, so I don't think that those are the right approaches. Certainly a government mandate is unnecessary at best and harmful at worst. Women have increased their portion of corporate boards by 54% from 2010 to 2015. This is happening naturally on its own without government intervention. And, you know, anytime there's a gender quota, unfortunately, it calls into question the merit of women who have rightfully earned their position on some of these corporate boards. So I think it's a bad idea, and it really undermines women's progress.
Madison, what about the notion that the entire system is so rigged against women that, you know, if you make individual efforts to fit in, you're actually feeding into a bigger problem?
You know, of course, sexism exists, but at the same time, I don't think that the whole system is rigged against women. As a woman myself, I've been able to make incredible strides in the business world, and I don't feel that it's the same type of issue that some people would make it out to be in some of these articles. At the same time, when we go back to mandating it, I think that's absolutely ridiculous. And I think people come down to, okay, is this a question now of opportunity or insult? And I find it to be very insulting. I would never want to be on a board because the government mandated that I be there. I want to be there because I earned my spot off of merit to be there.
As a young woman professional who's already achieved a certain level of, high profile, do you think the system is moving fast enough? Do you agree with Hadley that this system is moving so fast already that it doesn't need to be tweaked or criticized?
I don't think that it doesn't need to be tweaked or criticized. I think it is moving. I think there are strides being made, but I think there's always improvements to be made, and we'll continue to make steps in that right direction. But I don't think that we're at a point where we can say everything's fixed and everything's great.
No, Hadley, one of the big issues is not the boards, but more recently the decline in women CEOs, I think, at Fortune 500 companies. Although all the defense contractors, I think, are headed by women, which says something in of itself. That's an entirely different segment. Breaking all the way through to the very top, are you concerned about that at all? Is that just sort of a fluke in the cycle?
You know, I think we all should be concerned about equal opportunities in the workplace, but equal opportunities aren't the same as equal outcomes. So anytime we look at the number of female CEOs or the number of female board members for various corporations, we're looking at a measure of outcomes. We know that women and men make different choices in the economy. We make different choices in our lifestyles, certainly related to home and family life. And those things are going to be reflected in any measure of outcomes. So I'm not concerned about the number of CEOs who are female, but we all ought to be concerned that women have every opportunity to get the education that they want to, pursue, and that they can pursue the economic opportunities that are out there.